My webcam looks a little laggy right now. Webcam. That looks really bad. Better? Better. Cool. Alright. Let's go. I don't know if my chat is my chat box in the right spot right now. I feel like that should be showing chats, but it's not. Maybe I gotta like turn off a custom code or something. Alright, I'm just waiting on Carney to get set up. I don't want to be disconnected from the internet. Let me double check, make sure I got my team in the box. Cool. Alright. We're getting started. Rank battle. Playing week 6 against Carney. My first undefeated run in this league. Let's see if I can keep it alive. Searching. Alright, we're getting going. Playing a little different this week than previous weeks. Oh, okay. There's a couple of pieces that I was expecting to see that I don't see here. Thanks, Connor. What do I want to do here? I think this is what I want. Does annihilate, live, and Feroce. It's like a 252 modest. Let's say specs. Thunderbolt. I do. That's cool. Yeah. So I want this guy in the back, and then I think I want Florges. Maybe I want the speed control with Dodrio. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try for that. Like, the idea is hopefully he like leads with Tailwind, and I can get him to Tailwind early. I stagger and have the greater amount of Tailwind turns at the end. I'm assuming he's like, okay, annihilate Mamoswine. I think I want to do... What if I miss? Does he have any... He doesn't have any fire resist in the back, but he does have... I think I'm going to risk it. I think he final gambits. I think it's like Scarf Gambit, yep. However, Focus Sash. You die. Please hit your Pyro Ball. Yes, we hit Pyro Ball. Is he Sash? He is Sash. That's okay, though. He misses high horsepower. I'm like the luckiest player in this league. I feel like I'm just stupid amounts of luck happening where I really shouldn't be getting lucky. Ampharos. How fast is Scarf Ampharos? I know this might be crazy, but what if he's timid? I've seen this kind of stuff. I mean, this is like what's it called? That's a +1 kind of strats, but like Scarf, timid is still not as fast as yeah, it's messy. He hits every time. He sure does. I think I want to get rid of Ampharos and then just protect, because I'm going to be faster than Ampharos no matter what. Goes for Ice Shard. I protect. Cool. Now, Messi hit your Pyro Ball. He did. He hits them every time. Critical hit. I don't think that mattered. I had a 93. If he was no bulk, I had a 93% chance to Oko there. Now it's Mouse Hold. Now, what about like the bulkiest safety goggles support? That one does not die. So here is what I'm gonna do. I hope I hit my Pyro Balls again. I hope I hit the 90% accurate move. I think I'm okay even if I don't. Okay, protects, fine. I get it. Mammoth Swine definitely KOs Cinderace if he hits it. Yeah. I'm like a slow best. Not that slow. But he's Sash, Mammoth Swine, so he's going to be faster than me. So I think yeah, I think I want to get the Tailwind first. Let's see if I'm faster than Mouse Hold. I haven't been taking notes at all. Mouse Hold has Protect. Okay, it goes for Ice Shard. Fine. This could actually be bad. Pop Bomb. Alright. And then Mamo is Sash, has Shard, high horsepower. I think he thought I would target. Okay, fine. Like, the best he can do with Mouse Hold is Bite, which is a 51 per. It does 51 to 60, so it is a 2-hit KO on Mammoth Swine, but I'm faster. You just follow me. This should be a KO with Wave Crash onto Mouse Hold. And then I have the speed advantage, so I can Aqua Jet. Yeah. Okay. Yes, follow me. I should be, actually, yes, okay, cool. Now, I Aqua Jet. He protects. Is this my last turn of Tailwind? Then this might come down to if Ice Shard KOs. This might be my last turn of Tailwind. Yeah. Okay. I think I lose. Damn it. Okay. Shard High Horsepower Protect. I had a really good lead in the beginning, and I think I maybe just wasted a turn with Tailwind. I don't think I really needed to do that. He doesn't have Typhlosion, he doesn't have Empoleon, so maybe I should... Yeah, even if I was max speed Basculegion, I wouldn't have outsped him, so I really needed the Tailwind up. Maybe if I had, like, just clicked Brave Bird into... Would that KO if I just Brave Birded the Mouse Hold? It would have. Okay. And Mouse Hold, Population Bomb does KO the... I'm not really sure what to do here, honestly. I don't think it will. Fuck. I think I do this. I don't really know if this is gonna work. I'm just like, put more firepower at the very beginning. That's kind of what I'm going for here. That was a really quick game one. 8 Mamswan. I think he just coachings here. Phantom Force. Ah, that's dirty. Does Power Ball even KO? Annihilate, Annihilate, it doesn't. I wish I brought Dodrio now, so I could be immune to Phantom Force here. Because now I think he's locked into it. Okay. That didn't do a whole lot. Oh, I crit. Nice. I think I still go down to Mamoswine here, but I think that's okay. High horsepower, yeah. What was the other thing I had? Oh, Florges. just lives anything that Mammoth Swine can do here. How much does Grass Knot do to Ampharos? Not a whole lot. How do I win this? I think maybe I go for double protect, honestly. Okay. I wanted to go for double protect in case he goes for Ice Shard and I can't get him with that. If it's Ampharos in the back, I think I still win no matter what. But I have to use... Alright, Aqua Jet, how much does that do to Mouse Hold? 40%? Okay. That's what I gotta go for. Okay. I've been getting a bunch of crits. Most of them not necessary. Use Thunderbolt. I should survive. Yeah. Now I should survive even with Wave Crash Recoil. Actually, it might be safer to just Last Respects the Ampharos. Just in case for some reason. Yeah, if I've got 3 times effect, yeah, that's a 1-hit KO. Okay. Okay, I win game 2. Also close. Amph has T-Bolt. Thank you, Connor. Florges was pretty good there, honestly. And then Ape is scarfed for sure. Has Gambit and Force. Fees, Phantom Force, 2 Florges. How much time? Okay, I'm still doing okay on time. I don't really know what to do here. I might just roll the same shit, honestly. And I think Clefable is still very important. I don't think Klefki doing only 70%. Doing 70% with Scarf Florges, that was perfect. Honestly, that's more than I expect, because Florges' base special attack isn't like that crazy high. My watch keeps telling me that my heart rate is going high. High horsepower will probably kill Cinderace here if it doesn't miss. High horsepower. Okay. How much does Flip Turn do to Mouse Hold? Quite a bit. How much does Dazzling Gleam do? Okay. Bombardier. Okay. Hopefully he goes for like Sucker Punch or something. I imagine he's like Scarf Bombardier. Brave Bird. I should still tank that pretty well. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm good here. I think I win, which is sick. Let's fucking go. I finally play Hyper Offense, and it works out for me. Yeah. I think you gotta do that in case I happen to not wave crash. Okay, I go for like not follow me. I don't know how I won that. I felt so unconfident after losing game 1. Especially after I felt like I had a really strong position like throughout the whole first game and I somehow lost. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, I'm still undefeated. I don't know how. I definitely, well, I know how. Crits, honestly. I got that really nice Cinderace crit, with Pyro Ball in game 2 after what Annihilate used Phantom Force and it went into Clefable. I was just able to clean up from there, I guess. Not, like, very easily, though. Like, none of that game was easy. None of those games were like a walk in the park or whatever. I'm gonna try and find some more where's like calm Pokemon, relaxing Pokemon, sure. And I always do this, but I'm gonna talk about the team a little bit to my one viewer. If it's Connor, hello Connor. Excuse my alarm's going off, and let me put this on the correct screen. Nope, wrong stuff. I am professional. Nope, stop that. Alright, there we go. And now I'll change it to the screen share. So, I actually wanted to play Hyper Offense this week. I think it was kind of like the only good way to play against Carney's Hyper Offense, which is I think what he leans into and what his team like naturally kind of gravitates towards. Let me actually pull up like the matchup doc too. This is kind of what like the matchup looked like overall. He had a lot of like what I consider hyper offense pieces, like what is it saying? Typhlosion, Annihilate can either be setup or hyper offense, but I have tools on my team that specifically make the whole like beat up, bulk up, Annihilate strategy not really a good idea, and it's pretty much just Clefable. Like, Follow Me and Unaware just makes both of those things a non-issue. The things that I was particularly worried about were, like, Empoleon and Typhlosion. I think Typhlosion could do a lot of work in my team, like with Sunny Day, Whimsicott, as a counter to, like, my Basculegion mode. He could have torn through my team, which is why I had Assault Vest on Basculegion, because Assault Vest Basculegion, I think like 100% of the time would live Solar Beam in the sun. From choice specs, I think Timid, maybe Modest, or maybe it was Modest Scarf Typhlosion. So I wanted to be able to live that stuff. And then with the choice Scarf set that Annihilate would run, it like Basculegion actually does pretty decently into it. I was a little scared that I wouldn't survive Phantom Force from Annihilate, but it's kind of a lower. I maybe would have lived because I do have some bulk on Basket Legion, but it's pretty weak on the defense side. Mammothswine I knew was going to be a big piece because I have like a big ground weakness in my team, and I actually didn't run any Tera Captains this week, which I was really a little nervous about, but I don't have any good Terras really that would counter Mammothswine. Like, my ground resist Tera on Bastion is Grasp, and then I would be weak to Ice. With Trevenant, I could Tera to Water, but then I'd be weak to Ampharos. I wouldn't have my fighting immunity from Ghost type, so there wasn't really a whole lot of value in getting anything from those. And then same thing with Duraludon. Like, I could Tera Fairy, but then I'd be Empoleon food, kind of. Like, Thunderbolt with Eviolite, Duraludon, Tera Fairy still, like, takes a lot from Flash Cannons from Empoleon. And I can't do anything about, like, stat reduction because he has Defiant and Competitive on the same team. He only brought the Defiant Pokemon. I imagine it was Defiant and Annihilape with Choice Scarf. Bombardier, I was like, he could bring that, I guess. It could come. I forget what were the Tera types for it. Rock, Flying, Water. So he could have run like Tera Water. Maybe he was Tera Rock on Bombardier in the end. That's why he didn't Terastallize. But the things that I found that were good at countering what he had were like Choice Band Cinderace with Sucker Punch. The one thing I knew was that Helping Hand, Choice Band, Sucker Punch, I think like 93.7% of the time KOs Typhlosion from full health. So that was kind of my counter to like Sunny Day Eruption or Heat Wave Tactics or just Tailwind Eruption from like Specs Typhlosion. It was good into Final Gambit Ape too. I'm glad that I held on to the information of having Sucker Punch for pretty much the whole match, because I think it caught him off guard in Game 3 where he had like no health left with Annihilape's Final Gambit to actually take me out. Florges with the Choice Scarf I think was like a pretty strong addition because it would outspeed max speed Mouse Hold 100% of the time, like no matter what set he's running, like Timid or Jolly, whatever the right one is for physical attackers. Like max speed does not go faster than Florges. And while it doesn't have like really great damage output, the Helping Hand Dazzling Gleam doing 70% to both targets, I know it like looked kind of weak. It's no what's it called, Fluttermane. With a Tera Fairy maybe it would be pretty cool. So like Florges would actually be a pretty good Tera Captain, I think. I've been kind of tempted with it, but like getting the extra damage boost with like Scarf or like a speed boost under Tailwind is pretty tight. And you have just like massive special defense. So it was kind of my special wall. I wanted to bring Dodrio, and it didn't really do that great. It just kind of got Tailwind off and died, which is kind of what I think Dodrio will always be for because it's so frail. But I did have Brave Bird and Double Edge just as like big like Dodrio's no slouch when it comes to attack. I think it's like base 100 attack or something like that. Base 110 attack. So it was like Jolly Life Orb. Still does like a whole ton of damage to a lot of what Carney could have brought. Especially like Stab Double Edge. That goes crazy. Not a whole lot on his team that resists it. Like Annihilape, I have Brave Bird for that, and then the only thing that really doesn't that resists both of its stabs is gonna be Empoleon. So Klefki's just kind of always there as like a good utility support. I brought it not like so much to do reflect light screen stuff, just to like if I wanted the speed control with Thunderwave, if he happened to not bring Mammothswine, but he had Mammothswine and Ampharos, so two things on the team that didn't care about Thunderwave. Then Bombardier that was immune to Prankster status, so there's really no point in bringing Klefki, unfortunately. Hasn't been as useful this season, but it's definitely had its moments. And then AV Basket Legion, you know, like, I get the damage output I want with adaptability, so I don't really need a damaging item a lot of times when I run this set at least. And then with this amount of bulk, like I said, I was living... I like really easily lived Ampharos Thunderbolt. I'm guessing he was not Specs or something like that. Like maybe it was like a damage reducing berry or something like that. But yeah, with this bulk, Adamant Nature, it's like an early game and a late game monster, because flip turn does a lot of damage with adaptability. Last respects is like crazy late game damage. Of course, that's what it's there for. Yeah, and then I had like a couple of tech moves like Grass Knot on Florges specifically for Mamoswine that would like OHKO it every single time. Same with Low Kick on Cinderace, Iron Head kind of for what was it? I guess Iron Head was like sort of for what's it called? Whimsicott, but I have Pyro Ball. It was kind of just like if I don't want to risk missing Pyro Ball, and I didn't miss any Pyro Balls, which was sick. So, and like kind of the star of the show was honestly Focus Sash Clefable, because I really like didn't see him bringing Beat Up, Bulk Up, Annihilate, or anything like that. So Focus Sash let me live Final Gambit, which was sick. I really didn't like want to reveal that game one, but I knew that that could like swing things in a really good direction for me if I used that to its full potential. I didn't quite by the end. Like I misplayed a bit at toward the end of the games. Maybe letting Dojo go down too early. But like having Focus Sash to live through one hit, then like protect to stall another turn, and helping Hand as like a surprise tech move was pretty sick. And then still running bulk on it. Like, I didn't need Focus Sash to live some specific hit. I literally just needed it to outlive Annihilate Final Gambit. And so I could still invest a ton in bulk, and I just have the Focus Sash so that I live that one specific thing. Because I'm never going to have enough HP to outlive it, I don't think, at least. So that was pretty cool. Like, I really shut down Final Gambit, which I was pretty happy about. That was the main thing I was worried about. So yeah, I think that kind of covers everything that I was thinking about with this matchup. I'm really happy to still be undefeated. Like, this is pretty insane to me, especially like playing against Carney, like the runner of our league, one of the best players. I have a lot of respect for him and for every other player in the league, of course, but like I was especially nervous about this one. Trying to hold on to my undefeated record and having to play Carney to hold that is like a daunting task. So GG's to Carney for sure. It was really fun playing. I was a little quieter just because like I got from the gym, and I was really locked in on this match specifically. I wanted to make sure I was making the right choices. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. I'll be away from Thursday to, I think I come back Tuesday or Wednesday? Wednesday. From the Grand Canyon, so I'll have to play my match that weekend or something like that.